Assalamu alaikum and welcome back once again to Today in African History with Baba Shaka. I'm Baba Shaka and today is May 10th, 2021, and it is the birth anniversary of one of our most colorful ancestors. As the month of Ramadan winds down, I want to again say Ramadan Mubarak to all of my Muslim brothers and sisters who are observing the fast all around the world. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept your fast, reward your good deeds, and wipe away all of your misdeeds, inshallah. Also, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala unleash his punishment on the state-sponsored terrorists in the legal state of Israel after their vicious and unwarranted attack on innocent worshippers at the Al-Aqsa Mosque in Jerusalem 3 nights ago. Of course, this is all paid for by the American taxpayer. Okay, let's get started. Pinkney Benton Stewart Pinchback. Let me repeat that. Pinkney Benton Stewart Pinchback was born on May 10th, this date, in 1837 to parents William Pinchback, a successful Virginia planter, and Eliza Stewart, a former enslaved woman on his plantation. The younger Pinchback was born in Macon, Georgia during the family's move from Virginia to their new home in Holmes County, Mississippi. In Mississippi, young Pinchback grew up in comfortable surroundings on a large plantation, and at the age of 9, he and his older brother Napoleon were sent by his parents to Ohio to receive a formal education at Cincinnati's Gilmore School. Mr. Pinchback's education was cut short, however, when he returned to Mississippi in 1848 because his father had become seriously ill. When his father died shortly after his return, his mother fled to Cincinnati with her children for fear of being re-enslaved in Mississippi. Shortly thereafter, Napoleon became mentally ill, leaving 12-year-old Pinkney as the sole provider for his mother and 4 siblings. Young Mr. Pinchback found work as a cabin boy on the canal boat and worked his way up to becoming a steward on the riverboats which ran the Ohio, Mississippi, and Red Rivers. He was taken under the wing of professional gamblers who worked the riverboats and soon became a skilled swindler himself. During these years, he sent as much money as possible to Cincinnati to help support his mother and his siblings. In 1860, when he was 23 years old, Pinchback married Nina Hawthorne, a 16-year-old from Memphis, Tennessee, with whom he would have 4 children. And when the Civil War began the following year, Mr. Pinchback ran the Confederate blockade on the Mississippi River to reach Union-occupied New Orleans, Louisiana, where he raised a company of black volunteers to fight for the North. In 1863, after being passed over for promotion a number of times, Mr. Pinchback resigned from the service. At the close of the war, he moved his family to Alabama to test out their newfound freedom. But after encountering dreadful levels of prejudice in Alabama, Pinchback moved his family back to New Orleans. Now, upon settling in New Orleans, Mr. Pinchback organized the 4th Ward Republican Club and was a member of the delegation that established a new constitution for the state of Louisiana in 1868. Later that year, he was elected to the Louisiana State Senate and subsequently became the institution's president pro tempore. In 1871, the lieutenant governor of Louisiana, Oscar Dunn, died of pneumonia, and Pinchback was chosen by the state senate to succeed Dunn. He served as lieutenant governor until the winter of 1872, when impeachment proceedings were initiated against Governor Henry Clay Warmouth. From December 9, 1872 to January 13, 1873, Pinchback served as acting governor of Louisiana, making him the first person of African descent to serve as governor of any state. Now, before ascending to the office of governor, Governor Pinchback had run for both a U.S. Senate seat and a seat in the U.S. Congress simultaneously at the same time in 1872. And he won both contests, but was barred from taking his congressional post when his opponent contested the election and was awarded the position. Governor Pinchback was denied his seat in the Senate as well as a result of charges of election fraud. In 1887, at age 50, Governor Pinchback decided to embark on a new career and entered law school at New Orleans State College, where he graduated in 1889. He moved his family to New York City, New York in the 1890s, where he served as U.S. Marshal from 1892 to 1895 before relocating again to Washington, D.C. Mr. Pinchback remained in Washington, D.C. and was active in politics until his death on December 21st, 1921. December 21st, 1921. May 10th, this date, is the birth anniversary of Pinkney Benton Stewart Pinchback. A shout out to Mr. Ron Pinchback, commentator and former program director at WPFW radio station FM 89.3 in Washington, D.C. Now, I don't know if Ron is a descendant of Pinkney Pinchback, but it's possible. I'll attempt to find out. Thank you to all of our subscribers. For those of you who have not yet subscribed, just tap that subscribe button just below the screen and join us on this journey of producing these daily lessons. Please like and leave a comment down in the comment section below. But most importantly, please share, especially with the young amongst us. So, until tomorrow, inshallah, this is Baba Shaka with Today in African History. Masalam.